Hi, I'm Nathaniel, and this is what you need to know today. So we're going to be talking about the latest things that are happening with HUMBL. Thank you for watching this channel. If you haven't already done so, make sure you hit the subscribe button at the bottom of your phone and make sure you turn on notifications so you can get the latest things that are happening with HUMBL. I have been a HUMBL follower since the beginning when they first went on the OTC market, and I have been posting videos ever since. And so if you want to know what's happening with HUMBL and my own speculation, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and follow this channel. So before I go any further though, I gotta let you know everything I talk about on this channel are my own thoughts and opinions. Before trading securities or buying stocks, you should seek the advice of a professional. I am not a professional, and this is not financial advice at all. In fact, this is also for entertainment purposes. So we hope you get some entertainment out of this. I am, however, an electrician who just so happens to like to trade stocks, and I'm a big fan of HUMBL. So what's happening? What's the latest things that have been happening since my last video? Well, first and foremost, they launched Search 3, which is the back door, you might say, or I should say the front door is kind of a joke. The front door to Web3. And so we're gonna see how that all integrates even more in the near future. I know that in the first week alone, they already got 1 million searches just in 1 week on Search 3, which just so happens to be a beta at the moment. So we'll have the full thing, and we know there's some other things that some other tabs that were on the Search 3 option, so search3.com, that they've been removed, but we know that they're coming. So I'm not going to talk about those things because obviously maybe it was an accident for them to have that on there at the moment. So they took those off. But in any case, some exciting stuff's happening. And that was on May 31st. So it's almost been about a month since they launched that. No doubt that was a big undertaking to launch a search engine. So it's all going to come to that full funnel effect that Brian Foote has been talking about, eliminating 50 different apps to accomplish one thing, and to take control of our personal identification, who we want to give access to the people in the web, right? So you're going to have control over there. That's the idea behind Search 3 and Web3 and blockchain, to have controls. And there's a lot of government aspects that I can see how HUMBL is definitely working it with the government side of things as well. So in August, we got the trial, you might say, with Los Angeles, California, with the government there, and so forth. So we'll see how that progresses, and that's just around the corner. So we're looking forward to some of that as well. And so what do we have that's coming up very soon? Well, we're speculating a little bit at the moment because we don't have anything for sure, but we have been anticipating or waiting for the S1 to be approved. And it is possible that it may have gotten approved. We're in the 7th revision, and that has not been published. So that might be an indication of a possible approval of the S1. I'm not an insider, so I don't have insider information. So we'll just go off of what we see and, my interpretation of what's happening. And this is not just myself, this is other people in the community that feel the same way. What are some other things that have happened? Well, on the new website, if you go to humble.com, so you don't even have to do HUMBL Pay anymore, it's just humble.com, because they bought the rights, they bought HUMBL, which happened to be a food company. So they got that now under their umbrella. And they've updated the website with that. And now you have the ticketing aspect right there on the website, which we did not have before. You have a link there to download the app. And with that said, they also announced today, Brian did, that there's a new app that's been pushed out to the App Store. So we're awaiting approval with that. Once that approval happens, then we'll be able to update our phones, our app, with the new HUMBL app. So I suspect that we're not going to have Wire in there anymore as a ability to connect the bank with the HUMBL platform. So that'll be nice. I think FIS or Grasshopper, one of those, will be the connecting aspect with HUMBL's wallet. So we are going to get a new HUMBL wallet coming out on the App Store. So we just have to stay tuned for that. Maybe it'll happen tomorrow, on Friday. Maybe it'll happen next Tuesday. I don't know. So you'll just have to keep checking your App Store and see, or check Twitter and perhaps you'll get it there. Or I will let you know when it happens too. Especially if it's a significant app update, then we might even go through some of the features and some of the things that I like about the app. Now, just on a side note, from what I understand from one of our members, Danny, who's really active on Twitter and a big supporter of HUMBL, like myself, she was talking to somebody else, which happens to be my sister, and apparently you can take Bitcoin and seamlessly switch Bitcoin over to USDC and deposit that right into your bank, and it's like no friction, which is great. I mean, you don't want friction. You don't have to jump through hoops and go through MetaMask and all this kind of stuff to transfer your money back into your account. There's nothing more frustrating than that. And we know that OpenSea's been having issues with NFTs and stuff like that being not authentic. So the good thing is HUMBL has a solution for that with origin assurance through blocks. So lots of good things are coming from this, and no doubt we're going to see more of this. So next week, Brian announced today that we're going to have a shareholders meeting, which we have not had in months. So maybe this is another reason why we think that maybe the S1 has been approved, and we'll be able to start getting some institutional investors, which will be great. And man, they're going to get a great price, a great deal on the price of the stock right now. Whew. Okay, what else we got? Well, Miles Garrett also signed a deal with HUMBL, and you can see that right on he's featured right on the main page of HUMBL.com. As you scroll down, you'll see that as an NFT. And no doubt there'll be probably some more stars coming out. We know that, if I'm not mistaken, I believe in the fall is when they were planning on doing marketing, but you never know. Maybe they'll do it sooner. Maybe it will be in the fall. I don't know. We'll have to wait on HUMBL when they decide. What we do know is they had some agreements with some advertising that will be done in conjunction with some of our Olympic athletes for that time period with advertising. So we just have to stay tuned and wait for that. And with Monster Creative being as good as they are with taking movies and crunching it down to create a trailer, no doubt they are going to work really good with HUMBL and produce a really seamless advertisement for HUMBL. And they probably already have it produced. In fact, for all we know, they might even already have it produced and it's ready to go, and some advertising could hit. We know that Search 3 is in beta right now, so with time that will not be beta tested anymore. Yeah, what else we got going on here? Oh yeah, you can connect up to 100 wallets with Search 3. That's a pretty big one. We got the shareholder meeting next week. I'm looking forward to seeing what Brian Foote and his team have to talk about with that. We don't know if there's going to be forward-looking statements in that, but if the S1 is approved, then he'll be able to let us know what's coming in the future. If it's not approved, then he won't be able to tell us what's happening in the future, but maybe what they're working on right now. We'll just have to wait and see. But it'll be a well-anticipated meeting that shareholders will be likely wanting to listen in and listen clearly, and probably will even revisit and listen to it again after that, like myself. So, because sometimes you forget or miss things along the way. So that's the highlights, the biggest things I wanted to bring to your attention. If you haven't checked out Search 3, make sure you do it and be a part of the new web revolution. I'm Nathaniel, and this is what you needed to know today.